And now 5,800 of our today's special value spoken for. I just ordered 4 in our show because I was listening to Sarah Codalesi, our guest, and Pat talk about the memories that we are capturing in our phones these days, and the fact that if something happens, it is a catastrophic loss to lose those memories. There's a picture of Nicole with her dog, Savvy, family photos that are probably in the phone and just waiting for someone to figure out a way to get them so that we can share them and use them. And that's exactly what the Picture Keeper has been doing for us. What we also love is that because of their advanced technologies and willingness to always look to innovate, this has even more features. It's a 4-in-1. It'll work with just about any type of phone, video equipment, and so on. And it gives you the ability to do more things. So it's not just cataloging the pictures, you can enhance the pictures, and there's even easier ways now to scan photographs so that you will have them in your Picture Keeper for all time. We're offering brand new colors in this today's special value. So starting here at the top, we actually offer it in the rose gold.
Just pink.
Or pink.
Just pink.
We have it in the silver. And then down in front we have red. We have turquoise, and then we have the gold. They all work exactly the same. You get 2, so this is 2 complete sets. And think about these as individual gifts. Typically, by itself, one is going to be $139. So this, by itself, is more than what you would pay if you were picking up both of these at a today's special value price today. And again, the value is huge. You're saving like $190 on this configuration today. And if you are shopping with our special promo code LOVE20, you can also take an additional 20% off, and that's up to $50 of savings. Amazing. So here's the deal. What are the memories that you have in your phone? And I was sharing with Sarah Codalesi, our guest, that I didn't even realize until you started talking that my phone is where I catalog all my artwork. And it's the only place that my artwork resides. So the pieces that I've given away are gone. I don't have them physically to take a picture of them anymore. So if something happened with my phone, my artwork would be gone forever. I would never get to see it again. I mean, that's crazy to think.
Right, because think about it, like we are documenting our lives on truly the most fragile piece of equipment that we bring with us everywhere. Throw it in our back pocket, throw it in the bottom of our bag. And
it's happened to me once already. I left it in an Uber and I couldn't get it back, my cell phone. I mean, fortunately, I had backed my phone up, but if you didn't, and that so often is something that escapes our minds, then all of that information is lost. Your photos, your videos, your contact information, which is something that is impossible to replace. So, Sarah, first of all, talk to us about Picture Keeper, the background, where it started, and then
so where it started, if you see that little boy up front, this is our founder, our creator of Picture Keeper. His name is Matt, so I'll just call him Little Matt in that picture right there. But what we love is grown-up Matt had a friend back in the early 2000s that lost all of her, or a few years, the growing up years of her son, and all her pictures were in a computer. A lightning surge strike fried the computer. They were gone, right? The pictures were on the computer, but there was no backup of them. So he's like, I can fix this. And I'm blown away that little Matt has changed the lives, changed so many lives and saved so many memories. Because again, a lot of us don't back up because we don't know how. We don't know where to start. Well, keep in mind that this is a brand new design for Picture Keeper. We actually made it into one piece. Picture Keeper used to have a little white adapter that you would use, but every possible tip that you would need, from old Apple devices to new Apple devices. So certified lightning tip, Type-C, you can actually plug this into any PC or laptop, MacBook, it doesn't matter. And then we have that micro USB for older Androids as well. So really kind of takes the guesswork out of, will Picture Keeper work with my. So we start with a backup, right? First and foremost, it's an easy backup. Again, we don't back up because we don't know how. Now I can show this to you live, and again, all you have to do is download a free app and you email and password, that's all you need. You're going to insert your picture keeper. Now, each drive holds up to 8,000 pictures. So 16,000 pictures total if you wanted to. But
getting the two.
all you have to do is hit start backup. Now remember, your first backup is going to take the most time simply because the photos haven't been backed up yet. So it's doing all the work. We see that little bar across the bottom. It's going out and finding every single backup or photo that has not been backed up. So I'm going to let this go. There's a couple hundred pictures on there, and I promise to go back and show you what happens at the end.
Brian, to go back and make sure that we look at the backup.
So again, from here, that's kind of like personalities. Like there's two personalities to Picture Keeper. One is safeguarding all those great memories. Now we have a whole remastering and editing side to not only preserve like our first, our pictures of today.
Right.
What do you do with all the photos that maybe you have sitting in a box at home? There's only one of. It's grandparents. It's our film babies, right? We were film babies versus digital babies now. How do you turn your artwork picture in, digital and save it? Well, you do that with our scanning and editing. So that same little picture of little Matt up front actually started as this picture back here. So before I show pictures of Jane and Pat, I want you to see how easy this is. So again, quick before and after, we're actually able to magic erase and then retouch this photo as well. So again, a picture that there's only one, it was a class photo, we've now been able to completely change it.
Something sticky got stuck on it, you pulled it off and it's ruined, and now that one picture is gone.
Yeah, so I'm gonna come back. We showed this earlier, but here's Pat. So yeah, I said I nicely went out and looked at their social medias, but I really stalked it to try to get the picture. So again, here's Pat, high school, and instantly we were able to retouch it. So it's colorizing and retouching it as well, but we can't leave Jane out, so I went back to find a little picture of Jane as well. So little Jane, right? And I'm sure, like, you had posted this, but you had posted it with a little bit of damage right here.
Something spilled on the picture.
Yeah, right? So again, we're able to kind of retouch it, sharpen, the image. Now, we got rid of most of it, but all of a sudden now it's not a distraction.
It's not a,
You still see this beautiful little Jane sitting right here. So again, we love the idea that instantly, you're able to do that.
Isn't that great? And then, of course, you can print them if you want and put them in frames if you want.
Yep.
But the whole other thing is to take that box of photographs out and enjoy them again.
Yes.
Like, if you think about it, like when we grew up, we didn't have a whole lot of pictures of us. So as kids, when we had kids, we wanted to make sure we took every picture we could, and we used regular film cameras to do that. That was before cell phones. So now I've got boxes of pictures of my daughters that are in boxes, so you never get to enjoy them, right?
But with this way, what's really, really good is that you're gonna get this out. Now, if you are digitizing all those photos, it's going to take time, but it is a project that you're going to love it because when we always say, like, we're in a moment and we're never going to forget that moment, but all of a sudden we forget it.
It's a snow day, like, fun thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And now the most photographed generation of all times is risking not even having photos to pass on later.
Crazy?
So let me show you the scan part of it. So we did our backup, and I'll go back and show you that in a second, and then we'll come back and come back to our photos. Let me get this started.
Get it started. While you do that, I'm going to let you know we're offering 2 of these complete sets. So it's 2 picture keepers for $89.98. This would cost you $279.99 at retail. We have the pink and the silver. We've got red in the set of 2, turquoise, and then finally gold.
I know. I want to straighten that gold one out, so I'll do that in a little bit.
And now 2,000 orders in the show.
Awesome. So again, we want to scan, right? So we're going to go back to the home screen, exactly how I showed you that backup. And what we're going to do is across the bottom, we have a couple of little icons. I'm going to hit camera. And then at the top, I'm going to hit photo scan. But before I go there, another feature that we added for this year is snap to drive. So if you're running low on memory and you're wondering, how am I going to get through, this event, or I don't want to have to delete photos to get here, when you plug Picture Keeper in, you can set that to snap to drive. So every picture and now every video goes directly to the Picture Keeper, kind of bypasses your phone's memory.
So when you go to the wedding,
yes,
and you're enjoying the wedding and taking pictures,
yep,
you can load it immediately,
immediately.
right into the picture keeper, and then share it with anybody.
Anybody, anyone. And you can share it. They just have to download and create an account, a picture keeper account. So I'm showing you a picture here. All we have to do is drop this down, and Picture Keeper kind of finds, let me move the glare a little bit. Picture Keeper finds it and sets the picture right here. I'm going to continue, and now all of a sudden I'm going to have this photo. Now across the top, I want to show you, these are our magic tools. Magic Erase, you can retouch that same photo that we just scanned. Colorize, photo editor, you name it. So I'm going to hit Colorize. We're going to let Picture Keeper do its thing. And again, it's just on your phone. It could be done on a tablet, and you can even do this on a computer using the Picture Keeper drive. So again, I think the magic is this waiting, right? You're going to see this picture come through, and the color is just going to, explode, which we absolutely love. So this picture is probably from what would you say, like 1940s, 30s, 40s, right? So again, that's going to go through.
And do you know who those people are?
I actually do.
Do you?
These are my next door neighbors. This is the grandmother.
Oh,
so
wow.
Actually great-grandmother coming through. So again, sometimes we have a little bit of light glare in here. It might take a little bit of time.
There it is.
There
oh,
you go,
wow,
right
look at the color of the jacket.
Yeah, isn't that
and
awesome?
Like, outfit.
And what's
I
really,
think I had a little outfit like that at some
look
point.
Look at this, the little basket, the little white shoes, the little,
cute.
So this is the beginning of the Rivatuso family. So we absolutely love that. But
that
again,
cool?
from here, you can save it. And then if I wanted to, I can share it. You can email it, you can post it, you can, send a text message, you can airdrop it, you can share it, with as many people as you want.
All of those photographs that you have, and it isn't going to be an easy job because there are a lot of them, but it's so worth it because, Sarah, really, life is short. We're here for just a moment, and you just never know. So
this is all we have.
This is all we have. So, and to that point, this is a picture of my husband taking my granddogs for a walk. Now, one of my granddogs, Lewis, is not with us anymore. So this photograph that is in my phone is, the photos that we have in our phones of Lewis, those are the only photographs we'll ever have. He's gone too soon, as so many of our loved ones and friends are, and pet friends. So this is one of those memories that is just, it's cherished, and I can't imagine opening my phone and not having them. If you look at my screensaver and the first couple of pictures that are on my phone, they're of my granddogs. So it's just so meaningful, and what we want you to think about is how meaningful this would be as a gift to someone, on your list. And, I love giving gifts that are things that they're going to enjoy and use. And this is something that's just different. Like, it wouldn't be something that you would necessarily think of. Right?
And again, backups, right? You can get these both now. And think about, I love to back up. I truly do. Even if you have cloud storage, you're probably paying for cloud storage as well. But if you want to access, a picture really quick or share it, let this be your second backup, right?
So quick question on this. Now, if I load this up with 8,000 pictures, which I'll do before my pictures are all gone on my phone, can I reload this? Like, how do
what you would do is, I would move it to a computer.
Move it to a computer.
Move it to a computer. And then you would restore all of the backup photos. Like, I would now backup complete. I could take this out, and then I can restore this to a computer. You can reset the drive and start all over. And what the great thing is wherever your backup left off, that's where it starts. And it's not going to pick up any duplicates, which is really nice. But if you have artwork, if you have, like we were talking earlier, like my kids' artworks, I can show you an album as well. But it's documents, it's handwritten cards. I just saw something on, social media. What do you do with all your holiday cards? Even the ones that you receive? Well, people, like, even from weddings, people are photographing their wedding cards and turning it into an album. So again, if you are only picking this up, please back up, but also create with it as well.
And videos.
Yes, you can do video. Oh, and your contacts. It'll back up all of those contacts as well. So again, I love the idea that this is for you to remaster all those great pictures too. So I'm going to come back here to Magic Erase, and it'll say, just look for a photo. So I'm going to come down here, and I actually had a little folder kind of set aside right here for Which one should I do? I did this one earlier. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, I absolutely love this picture of my daughter and my dog. And my husband is photobombing, right? So love you,
And
but
we do love you, but you're messing up the picture.
you're messing up the picture.